is just fantastic. Captain's Log, Subdate 211211.3. On the 11th day of Moistmas, my entire crew gave to me an industrial hose for the dirty bitch we're going to be covering today. Since we last spoke of her, has she even bathed once? I don't think she did. I'm kinda dreading this. She's stinky. On the 10th of March 2021, we discussed a wannabe superstar, a troll who doesn't wash, so she's a literal troll, who believes themselves so amazing, yet they have nothing on their social media platforms that would indicate they are anything but a troll. The literal sense, not the online sense, who was introduced to a form of karmic justice through her own poor decisions. Her name online, the one you might know her by, is Playmate Tessi, but for the remainder of this video I'm going to call her Stinky. So the part I'm going to play now is the part of my first video where we discussed Playmate Tessi, what it was that she did that drew our attention in the first place, so that we can then carry on with her story for where are they now and what has she been up to since that first video.
How pathetic can you be? You're fat, you're ugly, you look deformed, you're poor, and you have cancer and no hair, and your wig's crooked, by the way. Fix that. Take off your wig. Don't be a pussy. Take off your wig, leukemia. You have fucking cancer. You're such a loser. Oh my god, I can't. So, what's it like having fucking cancer and having to wear wigs?
Well, it's great because people give me money.
People pay you to be fucking ugly and bald?
No, people pay me because I'm dying.
You're such a fucking loser. Basically, you're getting a welfare for special needs.
Not long after this, your father responded, and in a 16-minute video he explained a few things about you. Firstly, they've spent tens of thousands of dollars on therapy to try and help you. So your father decided to do the one thing that, I'll be honest, was the best thing.
Yes?
I need you at my house. I'm gonna be home in an hour. You better not be there.
I'm trying to delete. I can't delete it.
I don't know. You should have never ever had it on.
I was sleeping. I was sleeping. I didn't know you were screaming.
It doesn't matter. You stop screaming in my house. It just cost me my job.
Live stream.
Get the out of my house.
I could leave.
Get the out of my house.
I was sleeping.
Go to a hotel. I don't give a get out.
I can't. I have no Wi-Fi. I can't book.
You get out of my house.
Like telling me to leave right now, or he will like hurt me. Do you want me to take you off?
You can leave me on because I have some things to say, and they should hear it too. You are a narcissistic drama queen, okay? You are. All of this is your doing because you can't do the basic things like bathe.
That video was made on BitChute, and I've cropped out quite a few bits where I say things a bit more, let's say, frankly. If you want to watch the full version of that, it's linked below. Shortly after that, I made a video on my main channel on YouTube about it, and this is the clip I'm going to play. For those who don't know who Playmate Tessi is, even with that information, I'm going to tell you a bit about her. Playmate Tessi is an IRL streamer, but she doesn't really go out much, so a lot of it is shot within her bedroom or now her hotel room. She is a bit of an entitled brat. She is a very snooty, condescending type who looks down upon those that work, believing them to be themselves peasants. She is a disgusting human being. This much has been confirmed by her parents in an interview. She also doesn't have the business acumen of the Twitch thoughts. Give it time, I'm sure she will go down that path after she's had a wash. She does have quite a significant presence on YouTube and does get a lot of viewers for her live streams. I myself was watching yesterday's, where I caught this nugget.
What's an ego contract? Yeah, no, what the fuck is an ego contract? So if anybody is like local and like wants her, then you can have her. But yeah, that's why she's gonna start sleeping outside. She's gonna start sleeping outside so that way I could like, she'll first set the attachment I have to her. Okay, baby, you have to sleep outside. Like if it's not too cold, but what if she just moved to the balcony? Yeah, I'm gonna move her to the balcony. Away from me, I just don't like her. If somebody tries to bring her back to me, I'm gonna tell them that it's not my cat, and I'm gonna suggest they take it to a shelter. I don't abuse Molly, I just need her out. I just fucking hate, like, I just don't want her. I just want her away from me, and like, it's a 1-bedroom apartment. I can't put her in the closet, the litter box. And if she meows, if she's crying or whatever, like, I'd hear it. Cause like, what's the worst that could happen if I leave her out in the balcony? So it's like as if I got rid of her, but like, she's still here. If she jumps, then that's...
Woo, that was a lot of content to digest. For the sake of it, I have reduced a considerable amount of my own disdain towards her as a consequence of her mistreatment of that cat. My views on animal abuse are very clear, and I have no respect nor sympathy for people like that. So where are they now? Not long after my video on her, for the one on YouTube that is, she actually appeared on Dr. Phil with her father, and they argued back and forth, Dr. Phil himself wondering whether or not she's a troll or needed some medication, i.e. deluded beyond comprehension, when she believes she had 7 billion followers. Yes, she does not have that. In fact, she's many zeros away from it. I can't imagine why. Dr. Phil does, when certain clips arise, lambast the father for, let's say, not doing his job as well as he could have, but also being a little bit misleading or misunderstanding of circumstances that the videos provide. But he does ultimately take the side of, you crazy, Tessi. Since then, Tessi has claimed that autism isn't real and that people were pretending to have it, advocating for genetic cleansing, and that autistic people should be sent to a camp and served some form of concentrated drink. Have you worked out what I'm trying to say without saying it yet, bros? A number of creators did in fact get a bit cross with her about this, because she had been, well, copyright striking channels for it. That's good of her. She cited harassment as the reason. I'll be honest, criticizing you for saying things like that is not harassment. It is justified, which is not in turn harassment, it is criticism. On the 16th of April 2021, she got terminated on YouTube, tweeting out that she had a backup channel, which I've told you about in the very first video I covered on YouTube of her, which they then changed the name to Playmate Tessi Inc., which is now called Playmate Tessi Show. And I only know that because when I was recording, I clicked on her channel and she was streaming a Happy Thanksgiving stream. It was the same stuff as before, where she will sit there with people watching and simply look at her phone the entire time, perhaps engage in the odd comment or two. Tessi's formula has not changed in the slightest, showing that if this is a business to her and if she wants to be a megastar like she thinks she will be, she has to change it a bit, surely. But no, that's not what's happened in the slightest. The only thing I noticed since is that because the dislikes are gone, her streams are positively reviewed, yo. A whole 9 likes. Congratulations. The final thing I guess that happened is that over a number of streams that I watched of hers, she had been going through a messy breakup with a guy who she made a number of claims against. We're not going to dive into those because it's impossible to tell whether any of it is true or not, because she's bonkers and the evidence provided. So to finalize, where is she now? Streaming on the Playmate Tessi Show channel. She doesn't have an Instagram. She does have an Odyssey. She has 28 followers over there and hasn't used it in 2 months. She still has a few patrons, congratulations. And she's still doing her bit to succeed and become the 7 billion followed person that she believes she'll become. Whether the relationship with her father improves or not, I'm not entirely sure. That is going to be very much on her. And I don't intend to cover her again unless she somehow abuses another animal or decides to say some rather spicy things about other people that really shouldn't leave her mouth. The whole point of having a brain is so you can think before you speak. Either your brain's malfunctioning or you don't have one.